Killers.
Good morning.
It's
Yeah.
always good to see your face, because we just like to see you. We like to just make sure that we can see your eyes. The eyes are the window to the damn soul, so we can see you alive. If you're sleeping, we can talk some shit to you. We can get you going. We can get you lit up. We can get you rolling. But, man, we got great people on here, man. Look at Cornelius Shackelford. I don't know what that name is, but that is sick.
Is that amazing?
No, bro, but look at him, dude.
But he's jacked and he's good looking.
Dude,
I was say he'll bench press you, boy.
A Greek god.
Redo my kid's birth certificate. I'm gonna name him Cornelius Shackelford.
I got one on the way. Oh, I didn't tell anybody that, but now you guys know.
Now y'all
I got a new baby on the way, and I'm naming him Cornelius Shackelford.
We got Jason, we got Orlando, we got guys who've been with us for a long time, like Justin Collins, general manager, Jarrett Brown. We got a lot of people from our school community, John Sutherland, Franz, one of the leaders over there. So we got a lot of great people, man.
Yeah.
So you guys know the rules of the call. We always start with this. Write something down, execute something, swim towards the damn life raft. What's your posture look like? Are you in an offensive position? You're ready to attack. You're ready to grow. You're ready to receive. Are you in a defensive position because you're a little baby? You're a little baby seal, not a Navy SEAL. You're just thinking about all
contender, not a pretender. Come on, guys.
Let's be contenders. Let's attack. Let's grow. And Evan's got some. We got some.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here this morning and we're
share the stage here, man. Like, it's like you just.
I'm like, get out of the way,
and it's like you and leaving or something.
That would be nice.
If you mess with me, I got a cop on here, and his name is Sean. I don't know how to say his last name, but Sean will come down here and arrest your ass.
All I know is you just saying that you were getting ready to exit and let me take over just made me excited.
Okay.
If you ever being a twin is overrated. Let's just start there because you have to hear yourself speak all day long. It's terrible. Most of you guys hate hearing yourself on video.
Yeah, you watch yourself on.
Shut up! I hate my voice.
You watch yourself on there.
Shut your mouth.
Punch my. Hey, the cool thing is though, you can punch yourself as hard as you want, and it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, it's the truth.
It really doesn't, dude. I've tried it many times.
So I'm going to give you the sales mindset that you need to know as a top professional. If you want to go to the next level, or if you're running a team, your sales team, you have to carry the level of mindset that we're going to talk about. So as we get into this, write this one thing down. Mindset is everything. We can talk about sales skill. We can talk about habits. We can talk about all the stuff. But if you don't have this, and if you can't envision your future life, and if you can't live in the zone that I'm about to talk to you about how we built a $100 million company in 4 years, you will get smoked. Yep. And whatever you're thinking, your little baby goals that you have written down about your year to date, you can turn that year to date, your annual income into your monthly income if you saw it, if you had the mindset, if you believed it. And I don't care if you're broken on empty on this call and this is your very first call, welcome. I don't care if you're a veteran right now and you've been around us and you're starting to get used to the word and you're like, I need something new. No, you don't. You need to adopt these principles and lean into what I'm about to tell you. Yep. We just got off the phone with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. Okay? I don't know if you guys know them, but they were the godfathers of everything in the coaching space. We're getting ready to do some big stuff that we envisioned and talked about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
True.
We talked about meeting Andy Frisella. We talked about being around the muscle. We talked about being in all of these rooms with Bradley and all these little things, and every single person called us crazy. We talked at the car dealership about going from count it out to count it on.
Yep.
We talked every single day, Ian and I, about getting in better shape when we were super skinny and we started putting on muscle and people were calling us crazy because we were going twice a day. Every single thing in your life, there's going to be a lot of people that are telling you it's not going to be possible. But if you get laser focused and you get the chills when I'm talking at some point throughout this conversation, and it might be the part where I'm poking on you, trying to piss you off, and you might think, that's not me. No, that is you. That is you. You're being soft. You're being a little weak. Maybe you're being a crybaby. Maybe your perspective is off and you have everything you ever prayed for. Or maybe you have the health of your children or your family or so many good things going for you, but you're still a complaining little bitch and you can't get nowhere if you don't adopt this mentality.
Yep.
So understand, everything that I'm about to say out of my mouth is not just made up. Oh, let me regurgitate, try to motivate you and make you feel good and then go scoot you off and hope you do good. No, bro, I care about you. We care about you. The reason why we care about every single person on this call is because we were broken on empty at one point. We were down and out on one point. People didn't believe us at one point. We were liars. We were cheaters. We were drug dealers. There's so many bad things that we did. We burned people. We got burned. there's a level.
You know Sean's a cop on you, right?
Yes, I know. We're probably going to get arrested. I think we're past the statute of limitations on most
He's
of the
an
crime.
actual police officer.
Okay, but listen, understand this. Understand this. A lot of the best police officers, too, a lot of the best pastors, a lot of them have the habit. They understand how to size people up because they've been in these situations where they put themselves, or maybe they come from a background where they understand people.
Well, yeah.
And they can pep talk people. They can meet people where they're at in conversation, and they can communicate how to get somebody off the ledge when they're on their last freaking moment. Mm-hmm. That's the most important thing. So we can talk about
getting yourself off that ledge. Getting yourself off that ledge. Sean's on here, and I was just talking about him because, man, training isn't something that you just kind of do when you're a high performance law officer. What you do is, your life's on the line. And see, we actually operate like that in sales, where it's like our life is on the line, man. If we're not growing every day, if you're not in progress, can you tell when you walk into somewhere and you see people that are just taking part, not taking over? They're just clocking in, not locking in. Yeah, they're just clocking in. Meh. Yep. So, like on our Zoom calls, dude, there ain't no clocking in. There ain't no, hey, let's just teach you how to be average. Listen, you do got to master average until you can master great. Okay, make no mistake about that. Some of you just need to master being average for a bit and then master being great. I had to do that too. But today's Zoom call is about the mindset that it's going to take for you to go outperform every goal that you've ever even dreamed of and start busting through barriers, kicking doors in, and becoming the person that you are trying to be. Yes. And make no mistake about it. The only way that you got here, unless your manager brought you to this call, which it's typically you've invested in yourself, is because you're a growth-minded savage. That's the coolest thing about our school community. That's the coolest thing about our Elliott group. Amen. Is, man, like, we actually have people like little Daniel Kaplan on here. He's 19 and he smells like baby formula because he's so damn young. Okay, he's born in 2016. Okay, but that little savage, he texts me after every Zoom. He's ready to go, man. He's ready to punch some holes in the damn wall. He's freaking insane. He wants to win, man. So anyways, let's get into it, Evan. Let's give him a framework that you can actually look at today and say, this is what I need to do today. Please. And then tomorrow, and then the next day, and then for the next 50 years. Understand, number one, write this down. Write this down. Write this down. You have to operate with this mindset. I'm going to give you the mindset that we walk into every room with. Every single room, I walk into it. Every single phone call, I walk into this call knowing everything I'm about to tell you. Number one, write this down. I am the best. This isn't just like I am the best. It's critical that everything you walk into, you can envision the success. You can walk into it. Even if you're not the best right now, you have to carry a mentality that when you walk into the room, that you are at the top of your game. If you're not at the top of the game, start to put yourself in the frame of mind that you're going to the top of your game. People don't want to be around somebody who's average. They want to be around big-time playmakers. Yeah, have you ever seen a basketball player that loses that edge and they start losing the belief in themselves? Matter of fact, I was watching SportsCenter today, and there was a guy, his name is like Acuna. He plays for some baseball team. I'm not a baseball guy, but this was pretty crazy. Listen, this guy's one of the best in the league, and he kept getting tagged out. Like, he would try to leave first base, and then they would throw the ball like 3 times in a row. He got tagged out. So he gets on the base, and you can see he edges off the base, which that's what they do, right? Baseball players. Okay, I don't know baseball a whole lot, but I know like a little bit of the methodology. He gets off the base, and you can see that he's nervous. This is a guy that's one of the best in the league. But because he started to fuck up a little bit, you know what he does? He's scared. They throw the ball over the first base, and you know what he does? He turns to the crowd, and he starts celebrating. Hey, he didn't get thrown out 3 times in a row, which is like never happened in baseball. Okay? But listen, man, you know what he had to get back to doing? Is believing in himself, man. He should be taking off to second base like he's been doing, man. Steph Curry doesn't show up to a basketball game and be like, hey, I hope I'm going to score fucking 12 points today. I hope I'm going to score 3 today. I hope I'm going to get a salespeople today. I see salespeople that are in this game right now hoping that they're going to get a sale, hoping that they're going to get a good life, hoping that they're going to get a good team. Dude, if you're hoping about shit, you've already lost, dude.
Don't
you
be
say, this is my shit, man. I write this word down on my hand every day. I am him. I am him. When I walk in here, I walk in with that BDE energy, okay? That I am him energy. And if you don't have it, you better get it, okay? You're like, that's not me. I'm not that extroverted. Bro, listen, dude. You don't have to be the loudest guy in the room. You don't have to be the loudest guy in the room. But you can believe that you're the best and put off that impression of increase. And when people are around you, they're going to believe that you are the best. And that's how it works.
Yes. And how you do that? Repetition, skill, practice your game. You know, wordplay. If you're not a great speaker, you put the freaking camera on every night. You write down a definition of a word you don't understand. something, a fact, like a common question that you get in your business, you start to understand your business better than everybody else. I never catch Andy on a bad day because he understands his business. He understands his mindset. He's self-aware. Ian said one thing, hope. Hopium, write this word down, hopium. It's the most dangerous drug you can ever be on.
Way worse than opium, Sean.
Hopium.
You should arrest people that are on hopium every day instead of
like,
opium.
this boy's
like, he's got some opium in his pocket. It's no good.
No,
what are you going to go do today? And he's like, well, I hope I'm going to go in. No, this is a felony. Lock you up, throw him in San Quentin, man. This guy is doing some illegal ass shit.
Okay, the rich and successful,
people are like, what kind of call are we on today, dude?
They don't believe that way. Guys, repeat after me. I am the best.
I am the best.
I am the best.
I am the best.
Now listen, work on that and become the best. Start to believe it. Some of us, we're ways away from it. But listen, man, you got to be delusional. Andy always used to tell us we're the number one sales training company in the world. We would freaking get so spun up.
We were in a Great Clips office that literally was we had to put our chairs in. Where did we put our chairs in a hardwood floor office next door that we stored them in? We were walking in like, we are the number one sales training company.
Well, we believed it, man, because listen, dude, and when we were back in the car dealership and when we were first brand new and we were starting off in sales, Daniel, and we were just a year or two into it, what we understood was we had these little daydreams. And if you get these daydreams, I'm telling you, it's God sending you a highlight reel that you're meant for more.
Amen.
But now you're going to have to act on it. If you see that life, if you see that car, if you see that family, if you see that beautiful girl and you're single right now and you still ain't closing no deals because we've been talking to you about this for years. Well, you got to start to envision the close. You got to start to be that confident, that person. Listen, man, if you do want a good relationship, are you going to have to walk in like you're the best? Or are you going to have to walk in and she'd be like, man, who is that guy? Right? Do you walk like it? Do you believe like it? Do you talk like it? Number two, the prospects need me. I don't know how many times I see on the call. This is the mindset that you have to have, Brock Jolly. You have to have this mindset that people actually need you. I see so many people, like, they don't want to make the call. They don't want to knock on the door. They don't want to go out and talk to that person. They see somebody out across on the car lot, and they don't want to go up and talk to them. They're like, oh, they're just looking around, like, I'm not going to go bother them. Dude, the best in the world, it goes back to I am the best, believe that the problem that they can solve is me. I can solve any problem that you have. Once you start to believe that and you believe that you're not annoying them, Ian, what happens?
Dude, you start to believe in yourself. Listen, man, has anybody ever experienced a prospect going and buying something from somebody else and then it turned out to be the totally wrong thing? They were upset with themselves. It cost them a lot of money.
Yeah.
Man, I experienced we came from a single mom, right? So when she bought a car, it meant everything to us. I'll still never forget. I tell you guys the Lamont story all the time. The guy who sold my mom a car, brought it to my brother's football game, and I'll never forget that, right? But I also remember my mom buying a car from a guy that was a piece of shit. My mom paying way too much, couldn't get out of the car. There was a whole bad experience. And by the way, the guy just never showed up and did his job at a high level. And so she hated it, right? So when I know that I'm around somebody that's spending money with me, that's growing with me, it's massively important to me. If they go somewhere else, what could potentially happen? They're not served by me. And I know that I am the key. I am the key. I hold the key to making sure that whatever that they're looking for, whether it's a car, whether it's solar, whether it's a coaching, whatever it is, I'm going to hold the key and actually do my job. And when you start really feeling that inside that you're not bothering, you're helping, man, you're like, well, you're just helpful. You're just serving. You're not even selling.
What happens is you feel like you're doing them a disservice, Ian, when you're not closing them. So you flip your mindset of I'm doing this person a disservice if I don't reach out to them. I'm doing this person a disservice if I don't hit this cold call. I know that, listen, by the way, not everybody's going to buy from you, but that leads into number 3. It's just a game.
Yep.
The top salespeople in the world, they understand that this is just the game, and you got to love it. You got to understand the law of averages. Right? The more calls you make the more handshakes you make,
the more money you make.
Yep. Right?
It's a contact sport, guys.
It's a contact
sport. And listen, it's like a contact outreach sport, but it's going to be a contact sport where you get your ass kicked some days.
Yes.
And listen, what you need to start to do is change your relationship with losing.
Ooh.
Okay? I've lost more than everybody on this call probably combined in the least car deals for sure.
Definitely more than me.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I sold more than you, because I got better at losing than you. Okay?
Oh, I walked into that one. You guys see how I failed
better.
I trapped myself on that one.
I failed more. and I saw the close right when you said it. So you stepped into the arena, got bit by the damn alligator.
Some of you understand what we're saying. See,
You know?
your language, that one little thing you say, somebody can latch onto it and hang you with it.
Yeah. So listen, man, is it a contact sport? Yes. How many people are going to make the contacts today? Nope. How many people aren't going to start with their top prospect today because they fear them or they don't have confidence? They're like, I'll wait till I get warmed up.
I'll wait till I get warmed up to call that big one.
Here's how courage works, guys. What you need the most of it in your life, it only takes 20 seconds. It only takes 20 seconds. You need 20 seconds of courage every time you feel like you don't have it. And you just need to be like, I'm doing it, do it. And then you go through it, man. And whether you lose or you don't, like it doesn't, I'm not so attached to the outcome. I think so many of you are so attached to the outcome and you're not attached to the behavior.
Slow down.
You're so attached to the outcome. Like, do I sell this person? What do I, when I reach out? I'm attached to the behavior. The behaviors, if you do more of the behaviors, they equal the outcome. So I'm more after the behaviors. I do make the behaviors intentional, like when I'm reaching out to people and calling them and stuff
This
like
was
that.
the picture of.
I'm more concerned with, am I doing the reps? Because listen, check this out, guys. Honestly, I probably wasn't as great of a car salesman as I think I was. You know, I sold probably more than anybody that you could ever meet in car sales. There's probably a few guys who sold more than me. I'm sure that they're out there, but not that I've really met. You know, but here's the game. In year 1 and 2, I started seeing that there was a marketing problem. There was an outreach problem. And if I got 10 customers in one day, but you got 1 customer today, but if I did that over 6 months every day, and I stood in the service drive, whether I made money or not, but I got used to meeting and greeting people and talking to them every day, well, in 6 months, naturally, in my mind, I would be a better salesperson than you. Now, if I learned how to market and I got 10 people in a day and I got in front of people all day long while you were just standing around bullshitting, who's going to be a better salesperson? Me. But also, even if I suck, but I have 5 times more at bats than you, I'm bound to hit more home runs.
Leading into like 3 more of the tips, dude.
Okay, go.
Gosh, this is why I like to do these things alone. Because I have structure.
That's so disciplined.
I have discipline.
That is so disciplined.
I have it all in my brain how this thing should.
I'm gonna have Dion put a bag of shit under your doorstep.
By the way, the fact that some of you guys can keep up with 2 of us just tells me that you're meant for greatness because you can multitask.
And that's why most people don't come back. Like they're just like, you know, like that was a lot of shit. And then the people that want to win, they're here. This is the 1% Zoom. This is like a, hey, keep up, get ready.
Okay,
you gotta get prepared. You gotta drink an energy drink to come up in this bitch.
Understand this. Ian said something that I want you guys to really understand. Divorce yourself from the outcome. Divorce yourself from the outcome. Most people, they're so attached to the outcome that they sell nervous, they sell scared, they sell panicked because they haven't had the mindset shift that it's not life or death. It's just a sport. It's not life or death. It's simply just a sport. Ian talked a lot about that. He said it's the at-bats. It's doing the mechanics. It's doing the little things that then get you the numbers. See, the true pros in the room, they're not so attached to the close. They're treating it like a sport, so they're selling more. Okay? Leads me into number 4.
Do you win every sports game now?
No.
Like, you typically, like,
well, let's talk about golf for a second. You know, golfers, like the top golfers in the world, like the top, like let's talk about, well, Scotty Scheffler's a little bit different right now, but let's talk about.
Are you watching golf on the weekend? How did you even know that name? I've never watched golf with you.
Listen, bro.
What are you out there watching golf with your buddies? When you're on these business trips, are you just hanging out golfing, bud?
Is that what's going on here? How'd you know that information? You guys ever had your wife do that to you?
Hey, what the hell was that? Where'd you get that?
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're like, no, you've been doing something.
I know it. I've been watching
Cornelius.
Check before the fourth. The fourth, I know you've been doing that. Okay, sure. We're watching you, Shaq. We're watching you, Shaq. Okay, number 4, because this is so important. Some of you guys are selling business to business.
Somebody said, I've seen you golf, not good. Orlando.
Orlando.
Good job, Orlando. That's true.
Listen, that is not true. He swings it like a baseball. I'm a very good golfer.
Come on.
My problem is I go out
Charles Barkley.
Crush it. Yeah, Charles Barkley. Okay, number 4. I can go toe-to-toe with any CEO. Let me explain something to you guys. Some of you get in with a prospect and you got a large prospect on the phone that can buy multiple units, multiple cars, multiple things. You got a business-to-business prospect. You finally get the decision maker and you clam up because you start treating them differently. One of the reasons why, let's talk about my manager, Mike, on the phone or Mike on the call. You know, when I met the owners of Empire Nissan, Dean Dowson, right? If I met the owner of Empire Nissan who then sold to Chris Linkos, I treated those guys like they were my buddies. I treated anybody who was around me, no matter how much money they have, just like they're one of my people. A lot of the times we look up to these prospects, we put them on this pedestal, and then the relationship just goes sideways because you put them on the pedestal, man. Go toe to toe with these people. Understand your business better than anybody else, where you can handle these conversations. Daniel Kaplan's dad runs it's a multi-billion-dollar organization. And he reached out to me and we talk and we go toe to toe. It's a value exchange. By the time I'm done, we're going back and forth so much where he feels like I'm at the same level as him. Although he's quite a bit higher up, he feels like I'm on the same level. We're on the same wavelength. You got to do that with your top clients.
Yeah, like, listen, let's just equate it. Who's single in the room? Yeah. Raise your hand if you're single.
Raise your hand.
Yeah, there's a couple of you guys are like, I kind of am, okay. Well, listen, man.
Girls got prospects.
Listen, what I've learned in closing a very hot wife, okay, and closing some very low level prospects is here's the deal, dude.
That's honesty.
When I put on a pedestal, when I put the girl, and I was like, oh man, I don't know, here, and then I walked over and it wasn't my normal self. Does that ever work out? Listen, when you walk over, you're like, oh my gosh, hey, nice to meet you, I'm Ian, and you're yourself. If you're authentically who you are, that person relates with you and you get the hot girl, okay? But the minute that you start treating it so much different than everything else, I walk in boardrooms, man, and I jump on the table. And they're like, you can't do that. This is Lithia. This is this place. And I'm like, dude, I don't care where I'm at. This is my house. This is how I do. You don't like it? Okay, I get thrown out. Cool, no big deal. It's no big deal. I don't even really care. Truly, I don't. Like I used to. But the fear of what other people think, that's your problem. I don't fear what they think because for a long time, I've had that identity where I'm like, hey, man, I used to care so much what people think. It held me back from living like who I truly was. And it just made me feel weird. So I just started saying, man, I'm killing the fear of what other people think. I'm being me. And if they're even up here, that's cool. They're normal people. I've got billionaire clients. And one of the reasons they do business with me is because I just treat them like everybody else, dude. I just treat them totally like everybody else. Even people at the group, they're like, dude, that's crazy. You got that guy coming. That's insane. I'm like, bro, I'm taking him to the gym, dude, and Taco Bell. I don't really care. Not Taco Bell because we got apps and shit. I'm just kidding. But most of the time I do eat Taco Bell, in the shadows and shit. Okay. I do like a Taco Supreme.
See, he just
don't cheat out nobody. I do stop by. I get me a Taco Supreme here and there. Okay.
You're fired.
I'm a little guilty on that. Fired. But it's not like I got to take him to the global ambassador and drink tea.
And we do.
You do, but you got to know. You do, but you don't. But you don't.
Tony's freaking.
Tony's freak. He's putting the freak down. Look at Tony. He's putting the freak down.
Here's where real wealth is created. A lot of people. Look, the truth is the real wealth is going to be created when you start exchanging hands with bigger prospects, bigger clients. Look, you can exchange money with lower level prospects, but trying to get the last $10 out of a coaching client and they've got, last $100 out of a coaching client, and they've got $1,000 and $100 is 10% of their net income, what their net worth is going to be very hard. But if I'm selling to higher level prospects and I'm selling to a millionaire and I know I got this guy on the phone and it's a $50,000 offer, there's not going to be a lot of attachment to that. But can I go toe to toe? Can I write this down? Can I get comfy going toe to toe with these bigger prospects?
Yeah.
Because that's where true wealth is created.
I remember, man, we would do a lot of these 2-car deals and we would get a lot of these guys that were doctors or engineers that were by our businesses. And when Evan and I just treated them like normal people, we would challenge them. We'd be like, I can't believe you're just buying one car. Dude, you should buy 2 cars. What if we gave you an even better deal and you got to do this? And they're like, I could do that. I got the money. I'm like, I know you do, man. Quit acting like a little biatch. Let's roll, man. Let's do 2 of these suckers. And they're like, well, let's just take one for a spin. And I'm like, dude, all right, only if you pass. Only if you promise to get a little crazy with me, okay? Listen, man, just be you, man. Just have more fun, okay?
Truth is some of you need to be a little bit more not you.
That's so messed up, but it's the truth. Sometimes I need to be a little bit less.
Okay, but seriously, practice your personality.
Actually have one. That's probably part of the problem. Some of y'all are so damn serious that money seriously runs from you. And you need to not be serious.
Yeah, money runs from you and don't recognize you because you're you can't smile. You haven't worked on being kind and being nice in your attitude. Life
is a vibe, man.
I used to watch salespeople all day long that weren't happy, that couldn't freaking smile. And money would run from them because they weren't happy. You sometimes have to practice your attitude of gratitude. Understand, I have a very pissed off kind of intense, aggressive personality, and it is magnified around Andy Elliott. I'll tell you that. It went from this
to like, down.
But I've learned to control it. But I've also learned that if I don't have a loving side, an attitude of gratitude, if I don't practice that, it doesn't go well with the prospects.
Is Andy, we talked about this in our sales meeting yesterday, and that's fire, dude. We said to our team, we said, who is the most grateful person that you guys know? And they all said Andy, because he walks around like every day is the best day of his life. And I've watched him go through days that it would just crumble 99.999% of us. Okay. So your ability to stay in that grateful zone and remember that you have everything that you prayed for, whether you do or you don't. Listen, let me ask you a question. Look at your life 5 years ago. Now, if your life has gone backwards, I'm sorry, but your life should probably have gone forward even just a little bit. And listen, even if it's gone backwards, if you have a relationship with, listen, man, a lot of those things serve me for this next level, then everything you can be grateful for. But man, I remember like, I got this new house, I got this baby, like I got a couple of these like little nice things that I prayed for. And I'm like, if you don't take care of what you actually have right now, like your new mentality, and tell yourself this is a new mentality, you got to take care of it, got to protect it. If you don't take care of your new health right now, hey man, I've been going to the gym for 2 months, you got to stick on that.
Relationship with
God ain't going to give you no more, man. I'm realizing he will not give you no more unless you take care of what you got right now and give it everything you got.
And that can be like a cute saying, but it's seriously the truth.
Yep.
Like you have to shepherd your money, the people around you. You have to become this leader and this new person, and you have to understand that there's more, and God wants you to have more, and there's so much more that you can do. We got one of our top clients, Nando, sitting right here.
Here he is.
And
Let's
Nando,
go, baby.
Nando runs the largest family-owned tattoo chain in the world, and he created it from scratch, and he's from our hometown.
Yeah, there's two people in our hometown that we looked up to, really, because there wasn't really anybody else. There was Chauncey Billups.
Y'all know
Chauncey Billups?
And Nando.
Some of y'all just were born like 10 years ago, so I know. But like, he was a great damn basketball player. And then there was Nando down in the hood, dropping off turkeys to people, doing all kinds of shit, building all kinds of shit. And you're just looking at him like, man, if he can do it, I can do it.
But let me explain something to you. If you saw Nando from the outside, you'd be like, man, that guy's got everything put together. Like, he's got no weaknesses. And then you get to know him, and he's like he's okay with exposing them. Nando is going through a process right now where he's exposing all of his weaknesses. One of his weaknesses is networking and talking to people who don't necessarily know who he is. And it's like putting himself out there in uncomfortable situations. That's all he's focused on right now. He's getting on Zooms and doing webinars because he's building a coaching company, and he's very uncomfortable with it. But he's getting a little bit better, and he's starting to find a little bit of progress, and it's making him feel alive again.
But how many people
he's chasing the pressure?
How many people quit? Like if you go back to his tattoo studio career, like month 1 or 2, there were some people that had the same dream as him, and they just quit. They quit. And then there's people that open a coaching program, and then he goes in and does all this big shit, and they're like, oh my God, I wish I could have had that shit. You open a coaching program. Most people, they're like, oh, it looked easier, and then it gets hard, right? Because everything's new, everything's a little challenging, and then they quit. They don't come back for more. They don't push themselves, and then they don't end up getting it. Who knows where he goes on this level, but if he doesn't quit, he'll get there no matter what. But some of you'll just continuously quit and go back to the starting line versus just changing your relationship with fail, which brings me into number 5. It's okay to lose. It's okay to lose a sale. So what?
So what? You have to say it after that.
So what?
So what?
So what? Some of you lose the sale and it kills you for 4 days, 4 weeks, a year. It becomes part of your identity. Dude, like literally, man, like I lose the sale. I probably don't even remember talking to you, dude. Like I'm just like, whatever, dude. It's no big deal. Like, it doesn't change.
Maybe it was me. Maybe it was me in the process. Maybe it was the client in the process. Maybe it was neither of us. So what? If you're filling up your pipeline, and this goes back to it's just the game. Sales is just the game. If you're getting enough at-bats, which should be your goal, if you're truly becoming a pro, this will not trigger you. This is only going to trigger you if you're not doing the other stuff to get the at-bat.
Well, Steph Curry missed the most shots in the league last year, but y'all don't talk about that shit. You just talk about all the baskets that he made because he made the most baskets. But the facts are he has a better relationship with shooting the ball. I have a better relationship with staying on the phone. I have a better relationship with getting my ass kicked than 99% of the world. Actually, I was in a one-on-one meeting with Andy and I started pounding the table because I know that he has one-on-ones and people just complain and say they need help with this. I started slamming the table like, bro, I got my plate full of this. I love this shit. I'm learning, dude. I'm getting destroyed in this part of the business and this, and I can do better here. I don't even fucking
And Andy's like,
bro.
that's the vibe
And I was yelling in his face and he was just like, because it looked like he had 12 hours of meetings with this shit. I'm like, bro, I don't need that.
And everybody's sitting down doing one-on-ones like, oh, well, I'm going through this. I'm like, listen, Ian and I said, Andy, we prayed.
It's exactly how it should be, bro.
We prayed for the pressure.
Exactly how it
we
should
love the problems. You got any problems that we can help out with?
Hey,
that you're sick of?
I got my own, but I can take yours too, motherfucker. Where's yours at?
Listen, I doubled a client's business doing this. Doubled a client's business in the last 45 days doing this. It was a coaching client. He was struggling. And I said, listen, bro, how many freaking presentations have you had? How many prospects have you reached out to? I was asking him these questions. He didn't know. I had him track them. And I said, dude, the amount of presentations you're doing in a week, you need to be doing in a day. If you can get to that amount of presentations and you can start doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on your product, it's just the law of averages, dude. But you're sitting here like, well, what do I call and say to this person? What do I do? You're paralyzing yourself in indecision. You won't make the cold calls at the dealership because you're worried about what the prospect's going to say, but you haven't even talked to the prospect.
Who cares about the prospects?
Who cares?
Who cares? How about just call and make a friend and have some fun and then just figure it out as you go? A lot of the shit that I'm doing, I'm just figuring it out as I go.
Which goes to
number six. Actively, and what does this say, Evan?
Yep. Activity and processes over closing.
Oh, I can't read. Okay, say that again.
Activity and processes over closing. Does that mean that we say you don't need to be a closer?
No, it just means going back to the behaviors. Are you taking the ball to the damn basketball hoop, man? Are you dunking the damn ball? Are you putting it somewhere close to the goal? Are you kicking it from half court? Are you kicking it from close court? What are you doing to be in a revenue producing activity where the ball is getting driven to where it can get scored, okay? And if you're not thinking about it like that, then I don't know what else to tell you. We are in an activity behavioral game in sales. That's all we are. Simplify it. We are in an activity game. The person that has the most activity on here is the richest, guaranteed you. Which is probably me, because I know I have more activity than 95% of you, because you call me 5 times a day and I never answer, because it's like, look at my schedule. I've got I have my lunch scheduled to 9 motherfucking minutes. Dude, do you?
Well, I was talking to one of, because we have different issues and different things that we're struggling with. Listen, we're not perfect. I got some guys
Totally not perfect
that are still confused. But if you go look at any of my top producers, their schedule is booked from A to freaking Z. Bam, 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 bam.
And that's because of the activity they did 30 days ago. That's because of the activity they did 2 weeks ago. That's because of a compound activity. If you have white space on your calendar, it's because you've given up the activity along the way. So then the calendar starts to get blank and you're like, oh shit, man, I'm just hanging out with the boys. Yeah, listen, dude, in car sales, Mike's in car sales. You just got back on the sales floor. If I was Mike, I'd be calling, because nobody's called the customers at Loveland Ford for the last 20 years. They're a bunch of lazy fuckers. I know how they are. Okay. So listen, man, if you called 50 people a day, 50 people, that's not hard. Junior numbers. And you got 2 appointments a day for Wednesday and Thursday. And you did that Tuesday for next Wednesday and Thursday, Tuesday for this day. And it's just like, I would be on the lot just making a couple calls. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm like, hey, my general manager was looking at your car personally. He wanted me to reach out to you because, shoot, man, we're giving more money for these cars. The car market's going down. We could probably give you more than it's worth. Do you want to know what that is? No, cool, bye. Oh, yeah, you do want to know what it's worth? Hey, cool, come on over. Like, it's just about doing that activity. But that is the activity that salespeople are hiding from. And let me say this because it's my favorite saying. The magic that you guys are looking for, every single one of you, even me, there's more work that I can do. Okay. I am not great. I am not even close to my potential. I'm a pathetic little pussy. Okay. I said it. And that's mostly Evan. I'm really talking to Evan. But listen, I'm going to go to my next level. I'm getting pissed off. Every day I'm pissed off about my production. Every day. Every day I'm like, God, there's so much more. But the magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're not doing. The magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're not doing. The magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're not doing. Whatever you do inside of that work, you're going to get the magic out and you're going to be like, damn, dude, like it's building up, man.
The average salesperson follows up 2 times and the average meeting takes 8 times to book. So let's just talk about like getting the actual pieces to the pie. The pieces to the pie are this. The pieces to the pie are this. You're getting the early adopters to close on your program because they're one of the 2 people that hook up right out of the gate. But what about that other piece of the pie that you're not getting because you don't listen? This is important. There's a good ego. There's an ego that you actually do have to carry. I've learned that the top producers carry an ego where they'll push through to 20 calls to 40 calls because they have an ego. They have like a mindset that that we talked about. It goes back to it being a game. It goes back to making it fun. It goes back to believing that they're not bothering them. They believe that if they get a hold of that person, they can change that person's life. That's a good ego. Mm-hmm. Do you carry that ego that you have to get a hold of this person? Or is it like, oh, that was hard, man. Hard day, dude.
You know, one of the things we were known for in the car sales world is just some psycho-ass people. They were literally, our managers would be like, dude, those guys are kind of uncontrollable sometimes. Listen, if a prospect left, I remember 150 times where I drove to their house. And you know, I drive up to their house. I parked the car.
Ian, you're going to miss the deals on the lot.
I didn't even care about those. I'm seeing that one through. I would drive the car to their house. I'd park it in their driveway. I would text them, hey, the car's parked in your driveway. I'd send them a picture. And I'd be like, the keys are in the cup holder. Bring it back tomorrow. And my boss would be like, Ian, you can't do that, dude. Like, you got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that. He'd be begging. I'm like, bro, obviously, there's no standard.
We finally bought a lockbox.
Because, listen, man.
We did get one stolen.
Yeah, we did get one stolen. And then there became some actual rules. But what I'm saying is if you tell me you work up the street and then you leave, I'll show up to your office with food. I'm like, hey, bro, listen, I know you were here 3 days ago. I ain't been able to get a hold of you. So I brought you some lunch and the car's out front. You want to bring all these people? Hey, guys, he was looking at this Armada outside. Y'all want to come check it out?
Come look at his new car.
And they're like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, yeah, bro, come on. Let's go look at it. Tell me what you guys think.
Listen, but one of the biggest things that made Ian and I unstoppable is we started to look for evidence that we were new people. And one of the things that's terrified us the most, and there's still times where this person creeps up. There's a person lurking that the old you is right back there.
He's riding in the car with you.
And that person shows up with little bullshit statements. You're not worth it. These little things that you're scared. You're not freaking scared. You're excited. Start to switch your language the way you talk to yourself. Ian and I we would do credit outs in the car business, and it would say like, you know, marketing director for the hospital. And we'd say, how many people work for you? And I'd sell them a car and say, hey, do you mind if I bring your staff chicken nugget? You mind if I come talk to a couple people on your team? Do you guys do like a team meeting? Yeah, we did that with cops. Sean, we would bring first responders. We would do police at your meetings. We would show up. The chief of detectives was our best buddy, and we would show up and we would talk to the team. And all of the cops bought cars from us. Yep. So when Ian was breaking the law, we would be able to get, drop a couple.
I did get a 78-point ticket one time. I did, and I did have a little helicopter that was he was following me. I don't know why the helicopter's following me. So I just went a little bit faster.
No idea.
Okay? And then I ended up getting a 4-point backing up without looking ticket because I only had 4 points on my license before they were going to take it.
And that's when we started to become good
people. My buddies, because of what I was doing as a master salesman, they actually let me go. It is like something that I really want to put on like my resume or my LinkedIn.
No, I was going to say something like that is proud of.
No, I'm very proud of it because, listen, if I never would have did that, dude, I would have never had a license. So I want to tell people, listen, some of the things you do, they end up paying off in ways that you never could have expected.
Okay, so don't chop that up and then go get in a helicopter chain and be like the twins.
No, just do it. Just do it. We get blamed for shit all the time anyways.
Number seven. I want you guys to think about this, and I want you to really understand that this is a key mindset. If you see it and you believe it, you can achieve it. If you see it and you believe it, you can achieve it. A lot of you guys are visionaries, and you can believe, and you know what your future looks like, but you have to back it up with the daily execution. On my bathroom mirror, I've wrote down the things that are important to me. One of them is execution. I had a problem with execution. So every day I look at it and I say, okay, I got to execute today. If I see something, just do it. Okay, speed.
See it all the way through. See it all the way through.
I wrote down speed. I wrote down mindset. I wrote down routine. A lot of the things that make me happy, gratitude. I wrote a lot of these things down. And I know that if I can see the life, if I fully can see it and I can meet somebody even that had it, or that's been there, or that's been in the same industry as me. If I can see it, I know that I'm qualified to go get it.
100%.
I know it.
Hey, he said something about that evidence. I want to tell you how to beat some of your problems real quick before we move on. When he's talking about that evidence, you can choose anything in your life, but if you're doing something different that's hard for you or that you're beating every day, what that evidence means is you need to tell yourself that you're doing really well. Like Nando doing the networking, he needs to start to tell himself, hey, man, I'm getting good at this, man. Hey, I'm getting great at this, man. Like me not drinking anymore, I'm at almost 200 days. I'm like, man, dude, that was easy. Like, dude, I'm not even the same person. Holy shit. And I'm telling myself every day to reinforce this new identity. Listen, if you go you've never made cold calls, you go make cold calls for 4 days straight, you need to be like, bro, I'm the best cold caller in the town. I'm getting so good at this. You need to start selling yourself on
like these new things that you're doing. If you worked out in the gym for the first time in your life in 7 days, you need to be like put IFBB Pro on your Instagram thing and be like, bro, I'm basically like, oh, like I'm becoming this person. And then it will start to even take part more. Some of you like miss those parts. You're just like, I'm not even good enough yet because I'm not like money. I'm not like Andy Elliott. I don't have that money like him. But you don't realize that you're killing the best part of growth. Like just knowing that you are. That's where they started. And then they just kept telling themselves over and over and would keep going. So okay, I want you to miss that. Number 8, I'll see if you're a good fit. A lot of the times, and by the way, these are key mindset tips for the people that are rich and successful. In sales, you can make a couple 100,000 and be very successful and have a really good life. You can make a couple million. We know salespeople that are doing this. But a lot of the times what Ian and I understood was a key mindset for us is not everybody is going to fit. And the second we became okay with that, we used to want to close everybody. Daniel Kaplan, Daniel Williams, Cornelius Shackelford. I love that name.
I love that name.
We used to try to close everybody. I start out in my mindset knowing that not everybody is going to fit and resonate with me. And by the way, there has to be some scarcity around doing business with me. Not everybody anymore can just get a hold of me. You got to go through 2 of my setters. There's a process through it. But when I first started, I wanted to close every single deal, and it would spin me out if I didn't close every deal.
Yeah, totally. Now, this may not be for every single profession, but in the coaching world, I want you to turn your mindset into not just the seller. Like, I got to sell you something. You need to turn yourself into the buyer. Like, listen, shift the mentality to where it's like, hey, listen, let me ask you a couple questions and see if you qualify for our program. Not everybody can get into Harvard. When you call me, not everybody can sign up with me. Not everybody can do what I'm going to do. I'm like, listen, man, this is the Harvard of personal development. This is the Harvard of what we're going to do. Listen, the plan that I've got, you're buying speed. So listen, make no mistake about that. I can't help everybody. I'm looking for the right people that are looking for me. If you're the person looking for me, I'm going to determine that on this call. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, and you can tell me what you're looking for and how you think we fit. And then they sell me. They're like, I swear, man, I've watched you. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I'm like, so what's your commitment level? They're like a 4. I'm like, get out of here. They're like a 10, dude. I'll do the reps. I'll do this stuff. I understand the hard work. I understand this. I'm like, me and that guy go together. And then I can see that me and that guy go together, because if you're not willing to do the work here, I got to tell you guys something. We are never going to be the guru coach bullshitters that are going to tell you that it's going to be easy or that you're probably even going to get it this year. Honestly, I like to tell people the hard truth and tell them it's probably going to be a couple of years and you're probably going to quit. Because the reality is, when they say the 1%ers, there's like 7 of you that will actually stay committed. Like, we've seen Orlando, some of you for years. We've seen Jarrett for years. I've watched him go from a sales manager to a general manager to the #1 general manager in his company. Like, some of you, you just stay on the mission because that's really the only way to grow. Chase Cho, like, I watched him when he couldn't even close a screen door, dude, to making his first $20,000 a month, dude. Now he has 2 watches. He has the gold teeth and shit. He's got like 9 chains and shit. And he walks around and his neck looks so heavy because he got so much damn money in his pocket. He's dripping, but a lot of that stuff takes time, man. So listen, don't get discouraged for the now and let it deflate your future. Don't let that happen.
Yeah. So get good at asking those questions that align the prospect. You could be on a demo. You could be doing some sort of sales where you're doing a lot of Zoom calls, and you might start the conversation out like that. Set the right intention, set the right tone, and say, hey, listen, by the way, as we get into this, obviously my goal is by the time we get off this call, if I can meet meet the things that are important to you, by the end of this call, you'd be able to make a decision, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. And also, if I can't meet it, I'm going to let you know that this isn't something I do, but I also need to know, are you coachable? Are you willing to do the things that are going to work in order to buy our marketing program or our leads? Are you going to do the things? Are you going to pick up the phone when I need you to call? Are you the type of person that has a big ego, or are you a person that, like, I can tell you and we can speak honestly and directly? Because if not, you might not be a good fit for me.
Yep.
And that's okay.
Yep.
That's okay. So you do got to say that with the right empathy, the right tonality. Like, there's a way to say that. But honestly, just get good at making those standards, okay? The next one. You have to have a clear path for your sales goal. You have to have a clear path for your sales goal. Ian, how many times do we talk to somebody and say, how many calls do you got to make today in order to hit that $2,000 revenue goal? How many calls do you need today to sell those cars? How many doors do you need to hit? Right? Like, what is your goal? What's your weekly goal? What's your daily goal? What does it look like? Well, get to the destination without knowing what the path.
Yeah, like I knew if I only saw 70 customers for the month when I was on the lot, that I would typically sell like between 17 to 20 cars. But I knew if I could cross 100 customers, if I could cross 100, get to 150 customers, I knew if I could get that kind of activity, there's no way I didn't sell 50 to 60 cars.
Right.
The problem is that activity. Again, it comes back to that activity. So you have to be thinking about that activity. We love that you guys are here. We love that you guys are growing. We love that you guys are thinking. Listen, write down on the side of your paper 2 things that you can execute that are hot on your heart right now. Just 2. You can go back over the notes in a little bit, but right now, just write down 2 things. This is where winners win. Like some of you guys that have been with us for a while, is you just write down 2 things that you're just going to get a little bit better at. Okay. Yeah. So write down those 2 things. Tomorrow, I want to give you guys a couple updates in the LE group. We have Andy's going to have a questions and answers day where you can actually get on the call with him and ask him questions. The link is in the chat. You can click it. There's a school community. Now, listen, if you're on Project 500 and then you're like, oh, there's a school thing. Is there 2 different things? There is 2 different things. One's $97. Project 500 is a few $100s a month. This doesn't go with that. Don't call me and be like, I want you to discount this one so I can get this one. That's not how winning works. If you got one, you might need both. I bought everything. Okay. I bought all of it. Invest in yourself. They're 2 different things. We're building out this school community. If you're one of my OGs, please get in that community and hype it up. We're going to blow it up. We're going to make it insane. It's $97. Right now, there's 2 calls a month with Andy. We are announcing today that you can win a ticket to go with Andy to the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight in that group. So there's a lot of content in that group. There's a lot of unique things. There is some similar content to what's in Project 500. We had prizes like flying on a helicopter last month. We had prizes. We offer. We have about 20,000. Here, mute that person. I'm trying. Here, watch this. Watch Click the remove for life button. Goodbye. And then we'll report them for harassment. And that way they can never come back. They just messed up, dude. I was in the middle. So we on this call, man. Robert, you better be careful. Don't you? Yeah, I'm not perfect. That's my boy, Robert. He's always got my back. So anyways, there's a little bit difference there. It's just an additional add-on. There's a really cool community. There's people like Franz that are in this community, like Ruben that are in this community, and some really good people. And so if you're also, one of the things that I've seen in this world is sometimes you feel like you're lonely and you're not there's nobody else around you to grow with. And so like guys like Ruben that are in real estate, they can get in there and they coach each other. They give each other tips and they drop things that they're doing. Like it's mind blowing to me. So we got leadership training. I've got like 4 things that are coming out into that app that are going to be amazing. If you don't have the $97 to get into the paid community, there's a free community. Can somebody drop the free community in there too? There's a free one with like some of the stuff locked and not as much stuff. You can't win the ticket to Jake Paul and Mike Tyson and some of that other stuff, but there's a lot of value there. And then we have a very, very important moment coming up. And I want to tell you, it will be one of the most important moments of Andy's life. 4 years ago, when we were sitting at a kitchen table with him, when you're an entrepreneur, you're just burning money, and it can feel like $100,000 can disappear very fast. It can feel like $5,000 isn't even real. Like you guys are the entrepreneurs know. We talked Andy into going to a seminar with Patrick Bet-David. The tickets were $25,000. They were expensive. We didn't have the money. We were just struggling entrepreneurs. That conference it changed everything for him. He was never the same person. Go back to 2019 and then go to a video in 2020. You'll see a clear difference in belief and everything changed. Patrick Bet-David will be here July 26th and 27th. There's still some general admission tickets left. VIPs are sold out. Maybe there's one more of those. CO tickets are sold out. But Patrick is coming to a place that he knows we are going to bring it. He's going to bring 500 times more Patrick than he's ever brought, I assure you. Andy is going to bring a level of Andy that you have never seen before because it's one of his greatest mentors that are going to be here. So if you can get in that room, get that room. There'll be ways that you can win tickets in that private community. It's $97. You can wipe your ass with it. I also do calls on Saturdays where I can go over all of your questions. I stay on those calls for 2 hours sometimes. So anyways, guys, we're grateful for you. Remember this. Say, I am the best. I am the best. I am the best. Start to believe it in your core. Start to pursue it like you are. Start to walk like you are. Start to talk like you are. Start to think like you are.
Evan's phone number for the PBD is right there in the.
Yeah.
And did anybody notice that I'm taller than Evan?
No, I'm way bigger than.
I got my shoes off.
Guys, I am way bigger.
Stop lying to him. You know my shoes are off.
Your shoes are not off.
John Lancaster, he's over here bullshitting. I need you to knock him out.
John, his shoes are not off.
That event is July 27th. If you want to come to that event with Patrick, David, and Andy, it's the Business Battleground event. Just hit me up for tickets and I can get you the information. I can set up a payment plan too if you need that. But come spend the weekend with us, man. Come work out with us. Come do the whole 9 yards. You know, if you can't tell, we're fired up on this, man. We love it. We love what we sell. We love what we do. We also loved what we do when we were in the car business. We loved what we did when we were in valet. We loved what we did when we were door to door.
Even when you were at Chamba Juice, remember?
Yeah. Hey,
you didn't love what you did then, though.
Ian talks a lot about Donald Trump, but Ian was selling door to door like Democrat signups for like weird Democrats in Colorado.
I was a Democratic
National Convention.
I did work for the Democrats. So, guys, why'd you tell them that shit?
So, because you're always like Trump, yeah.
I know, because you know what? I converted when I started to see the damn level of this country.
So I just want you to understand. Hey. So Ian sometimes doesn't realize that he is also.
I like Bill Clinton. I like John F. Kennedy.
I love Bill.
Okay,
Bill's my boy.
I liked Obama. You know, I like his charisma and the way he got up there and just like
nobody's a better speaker.
You know, he's got a good damn speaker.
Okay, so if you want to spend some time with us, man, come down. We love all of you guys. Why don't we get off of mute and like let off a freaking loud?
Hey, take a picture. Tag us. Take a picture.
Everybody get off of mute.
Smile and don't talk though, real quick.
Everybody get off of mute. Come on, smile. Post it. On Tuesday.
Yo.
Like, have you guys ever seen an eclipse? That's me when I stand next to Ian. I'm a freaking lunar eclipse next to him. See, I'm freaking moon sun. See, ready? All right, everybody, let's come up with you and let's show the world what kind of energy we got, and let's let out the freaking lines.
Don't be roaring like little kitty bitches. Okay, ready?
No kitty. Ready? I don't care where you're at.
Are you tired of waiting on the plumber to show up? Hi, this is David Foster, owner of My Professional Plumber. Punctuality is our promise.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll be right there on time. So ensure you're ready.
And if you guys are going to be able to tomorrow, you'll see it on the calendar at school, and you can join that call tomorrow in the calendar at school. Appreciate you guys later, guys. See you guys
Later.